Hi, everybody. It's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm at the lake, so hopefully I will be able to get through this. My internet is a little iffy, but it looks like it's working. So here I am. You can hear the birds chirping in the background. I'm in my screen room. All right, so today we are making this trifold arch card, and it looks like this. Stands up like this, so the presentation is lovely. I'm using, this is a new Kristine Werner, and it's called Long Line Roses Stamp. It's beautiful. And then you also get lots and lots of sentiments. And the neat thing is, with the die, all the sentiments are cut up as well as the flowers. So that is a great um, feature of this stamp and die. All right, it was really easy to color. I stamped it and colored it. Here we are. And I used my Tri-Blender Spectrum Noir markers. So I needed 3 different colors of peach. Hi, Selena. I needed 3 colors of the peach, so this worked out perfectly because you get a light, a medium, and a dark. And then for the leaves, I needed 2 colors, and this one is called Light Green Blend, and this one was called Coral Blend. So that's what I used to color them. And then as you can see, you can cut out the sentiments. So I think that's great. All right, so the construction of this is quite simple. I am using Prism Studios Arch nesting dies. Any of these nesting dies are a great die to have in your stash. You can use them on so many things. I'll be using these again. They're lovely. So the first one, hi Gail. All right, I guess you're at the lake too, Gail. I am. You can hear the birds chirping in the background. Um, all right, so I took this largest one right here, and I cut out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I cut 6 of the largest ones. And then I cut a piece of white cardstock. And it is 10 3/4 by 3. And you're going to score this at 3 3/8 and 7 1/2. All right, now this will be the foundation band that we need to put our arcs on. So the first fold on the left is going to be a mountain fold. And the second fold is a valley fold. You want to line those up. So now it looks like this. Okay? Now on these sections, you're going to glue these arches. Okay, so one's going to get there. You want to place them so that you can't see. So you want it below the arch part. So I'm going to put it about here. I'm not going to put it right at the bottom. I'm going to put it about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. All right. So I'm going to, hi Maureen. The weather's been a bit chilly, and it was raining a bit the other day, but otherwise it doesn't matter. I'm at the lake, so I like it. All right, so I'm just going to the left of the score line, placing that on there, and it's about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. And then I'm going to put tape on the middle one. Take another one and place that on the right side. Lining it up. Okay. And then I'm going to put tape on this. And we'll put this on here. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, so then when you close it, it goes closes like this. So you want to give that a good burnish. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to cover up this backing. So that's why we cut 6 of them. Okay, so this one, we'll put tape. So I'm just going to follow the edges of this and put it on there. You could do this in a different color if you wanted. I just used what paper I brought up to the lake. So I didn't have lots of choices. But if you wanted, I could have put a nice peachy color, coral color on here. And we'll put that on there. Lining everything up. All right. So that is our card. Pretty easy. I love it. All right. And then I took the next one. So I think I took the next one out of the nesting ones. And I cut 3 patterned ones. All right, so I cut 3 patterns. Hi, Muriel. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Darlene. And I am going to put these on here. So 3 of those. This is going to be a quick card. I didn't know if I should go too long because this is my first time doing my live here, so I wanted to make sure my internet was okay. There we go. I'm actually using my hotspot. It's lovely up here, darling. Even though I'm by myself, I'm finding things. I'm doing some crafting. I'm watching Netflix and Prime. I downloaded a bunch of movies and things to binge. So that, and reading and taking Gus around. So it's lovely. All right, so here's the flowers. All right, so I'm going to put one on the front, like so. I'm just going to get my... So this is by Kristine Werner. long stem rose, I believe. And it was so easy to color because I didn't do shading or anything. I just colored in the different sections. See that? So it was very easy to color. I thought this paper was perfect. So I'll put that on there like that. So pretty. And now this one was a little large for this side, so I cut off the little bud here. I have Guster with me. Nice to have Guster, someone to talk to. All right, and then I'm going to put that here. Isn't that pretty? There's a road right above me, so somebody just went by in a little tractor. Haven't gone in the water yet. Hasn't been nice enough for that for me. Has to be really warm for me to go in the water. Yeah, hi Kim. Yeah, the flowers are beautiful. Put that on there. Isn't that pretty? And then this little rosebud I'm going to put over here. Now I cut the this is the third one, so I used the largest, the next size, and the next size to make these. And then this one I put here. I noticed here I cut it a little smaller. See that? So I must have used the fourth one. I did. I'm just going to go and cut this because I do want it smaller. So I'll be right back. You can just look at these beautiful flowers. Alrighty. So that one is the fourth one. I think it looks better having more of the peach background showing. Yeah, and they're just so easy to color. There we go. Takes no time at all. This just kind of adds to the third panels for your personal sentiment. So there we go. So this one I made here is a sympathy. You're in my thoughts, sending hugs. And this one I'm using thinking of you and may today be beautiful. So I think I'll put this one here. May today be beautiful. Cover up that stem. And these are all off the stamp. And then this one I'll put thinking of you. It's nice to have a variety of sentiments like they have. And there we go. Give it a good burnish. May today be beautiful. Thinking of you. And then my personal message. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's a beautiful card. And then the presentation is lovely. So the back. Like I said, I could have done like a coral on the back, but it is a beautiful card. All right, so then I used the first one, the second one, and the fourth one. That's what I used on this. But you can see how you could use these a lot. I've got, I'll probably use these next for my next cards next week. I have some nice stamps for that. So this one is You're in My Thoughts. You could do them different colors, of course. And I used Kristine Werner Long Line Roses and Long Line Roses die. And as I said, the neat thing is all of these sentiments, you can cut them out. Hi, Lena. All right. Tomorrow or Thursday, I've made a card. And I'm using the icing on the cake little guys again because this card is perfect for it because I needed a lot of images for it. This one is called, now I got to remember what it's called. It's a locking gatefold card. I got this off of Dawn's Stamping Studio again. So we've got Hip Hip Hooray, and then we have the little critters with the little presents. And then you open it like this. And then you do your little personal sentiment right here. Isn't that cute? And then you lock it in. So this part goes over here. This part goes over there. And then it locks. I think that's just great. Then you don't have to worry about belly bands and all that kind of stuff. And then you open it up like this. Now, if you wanted to put extra things on here, you could always put a piece on the back, like so. All right? So that is going to be on Thursday. I love it. Okay? All right. So thanks for joining me. And I would definitely invest in the nesting dies. I will put a link to the store, or you could just go to the store and purchase these. I think they're wonderful. And I'll put a link for the stamp as well. So there we go.